maybe coming on and just telling me a little bit about what you do, like, because Jodie's behind you. She just opened the door, man. That's cool. Hello, Ninja, and welcome to today's episode of Ninjas with Altitude. And this is going to be part 2 of Jimmy McCarthy. Today we're going to be getting into the FlySight GPS system. We did half the conversation last week, so if you missed it, be sure to check it out in the playlist. But we're going to just jump straight back into the conversation from last week. So without further ado, Jimmy, take it away.
But every little step I can do, because it doesn't need to be next year's world. It's not. I'm not going to be a world champion in 2020.
No.
But when I stop, I'm going to be the fastest man in the world.
That's the important thing, man. You know what the end outcome is going to be. You're not worried about the time scale because you know you're constantly moving towards it. Like, awesome, bro. That's it. You will be the fastest man in the world as well, Jim.
Yeah. So with speed, I find speed so very pure. There's a lot of little aspects to it. So last year I was 465 or 475 was 2 years ago was my highest speed, and 52 training jumps got me to 494. So every little, the exit, the gear, the angle of attack, where you look on the ground, all these little nuances of making your jump perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. People hack on it saying it's just a solo event, but the big thing about it is it's just like swooping, because we all just want to be faster.
Yep.
That's the greatest thing about where we are, because we are developing it. We are developing how to become faster. Yeah. It's like in years to come, it'll be like, if you want to do speed, you've got to get this sort of helmet, this sort of suit, this sort of rig, this sort of to be competitive. The same way as if I said, if you were going to try and get into bobsledding or canopy piloting, it's like this is what you need. Exactly. You need stone risers. So it needs stone risers to go faster to counteract your baggy swoop shorts.
That's it, isn't it? Well, it's another part of sports science, man, is clothing and ergonomics. Like, it's an entire field of study, along with technology. So where you guys are at, like I say, is, well, you can constantly aim to improve your body position, and then you're going to find the perfect body position. Now you need the technology and the clothing and ergonomics to increase that, like, and then you're going to get to a speed where it's just, you're not going to get any faster, like, unless you start propelling yourself, like maybe like the jet man, so head down and just with your boosters firing up.
I tell you what, like Andy Torbett did that a few years ago. Had a pair of those on his legs. It inherently didn't work because of a couple of little budgeting and science issues of this. When you have two engines that go the same way, it creates
oscillation. See, that's something Doc Carter taught me about, and I can't think what he said. He explained it to me on the plane one day. And Doc Carter's really interesting. So I was listening. What? Yeah, it turns out he used to be a pilot as well.
That man, I can't wait to see. I want to hear that man on the podcast.
Well, hopefully we get him on soon. Fingers crossed, man.
Fingers crossed. Isn't it? So I've got my FlySight in the background. Do you want me to run you through a speed jump?
Oh, please do, man, because now we're talking about technology. So, show us what's up.
Right. That one. Just a quick. This is FlySight. So FlySight, let alone being the amazing product that it is and everything involved with it, Michael, the owner, has given me sponsorship this year, which is unbelievably amazing to get me further towards being the fastest man in the world. So, if you want, this device is, well, it was designed for wingsuiters, and we've adapted it to speed, but you can use it in any aspect of your learning to fly. If you're doing a solo belly jump and you want to practice slow falls and fast falls, or movements, or see how far you're actually tracking or your actual movements, then you can wear one of these, and it'll be able to tell you how fast you went, what angle you went at, where did you actually go on the map, everything of the sort. So you can just self-coach yourself to see what the results are for anything that you want to be able to do.
Makes sense. Yeah.
FlySight Viewer is basically, you just download it from online, the same way you do any other viewer. Plug your FlySight in. Each one of these lines means something different.
Yeah.
So the dark line here is your acceleration down. The pink line here is your dive angle.
Yeah.
The red line here is your horizontal speed, and the green line is your total vertical speed. So that's the real number that we're worrying about. So you would import a track, and so this has just got me for, this is the jump that normally you would have your FlySight the same way as if it was just going to be a little bit USB, and you can pick, because it's all the files are named by date and time.
Right. Okay.
So you'll be able to tell which jump it is and everything of the sort. And you open up. Yeah, it's actually, so you turn it on when you do your kit check. So turn it on your kit check. You can turn it off. It does say you can turn it off, but I don't. It's just one of those aspects of,
you don't
I just
want
let it run.
Yeah.
No, so you can turn it off. Yeah, so I turn it on when I put all my kit on and sign my paperwork. So then, and I just don't touch anything. So this is me just walking around, and then get on the plane.
Sitting down and stuff, is it?
Yeah. And then we get on the plane here.
Yeah.
This is us taxiing, and then this is us taking off. That's the ride to height. And then what I can do is I can zoom in, and then
nice.
Here we go. So got all the way to height, vertical speed, so you can see we're leveling out on the plane.
Which one's vertical
so
again?
Basically,
sorry, hang on.
The green one's vertical.
Green.
So
awesome.
if I zoom out a little bit, actually.
No, it's cool, man. I can see. There's so many lines. I'm trying to keep up. So the green vertical line.
Green line. You can see that vertically we were doing nothing. Especially if you look at the acceleration down, we were just traveling along. The plane slowing down on jump run, and then this is where I've exited. So I've exited from, it's in meters, 4,518 meters high. The vertical speed was barely doing anything, doing 130 horizontally, and my dive angle is 0. So if you think that 90 degrees, if that's 0, that's 90.
Or 180.
I dive out.
Hang on.
Oh.
If that's, you said if that's 0, that's 90.
Sorry. If that's 90, as if we're not doing anything.
Yeah.
That's 90. Yeah.
Cool.
Sorry.
That's 0. That's 90.
Sorry. That's 90.
Cool. That confused me.
We dive out, and see, the cool thing is here, if we get to the top of this point here, you can see that I was accelerating down at 10.0 meters per second.
Yeah.
So as much as that sort of blows little holes in the how fast you actually exit and accelerate to your terminal velocity, that continues on. So you can see the red line is cutting off. I pick the exit by hitting X and selecting where I exit the plane.
Yeah.
I dive all the way down to here, and so you can see we're 10 seconds into the jump.
Yeah.
I'm doing 356 kilometers an hour vertically and 17 kilometers an hour horizontally, and my dive angle is 87. So you can see I'm just slightly positive on my belly running this way. Right? Can you see me? Will you be able to see me at all?
Yeah, we can see you, man.
Yeah. So you're slightly positive on your belly.
Yeah.
In a slight track. Now, if you sort of think about how fast I'm actually moving, so it's only 17 kilometers an hour compared to the 359 vertically.
Yeah.
Now, I'm still accelerating. So still accelerating. You can see this number. I've got down to about 3 or 4 meters per second.
Yeah.
As it comes down to the point where I'm doing, these are my fastest 3 seconds within the time window.
Yeah. Oh, so
yeah.
the software has automatically recognized that for you, is it?
Yep.
Right. Okay.
So down, you can see on the left-hand side of here, I've got the scoring system put up.
Yeah.
I've put in what the angle is and the bottom to create the scoring.
Yeah.
Then that's it, and it gives you your speed. To the point where here I'm doing 2 kilometers an hour laterally and doing 501 vertically. Now, because we
9.7 angle.
Yeah.
That man, that's a gnat's cock.
Just vertical.
Yeah.
So then you can see that because we exit from 15 grand at Dunks, because it's just the best place to jump in the UK. Mm-hmm. I had all this extra bit to go until you can see right here. You can so I'm still there.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's basically the end of the jump for me. I've hit through 5.5 because you just keep pushing. Like training jumps are one of those things where it's a bit like you don't care what the gate is. You're jumping from 15 grand, so you just push until 5.5 and then you stop because you still need the same ground relativity as if you were jumping from 13.
Yeah.
12. If you stopped at 7, you'd only ever see that mental picture of 7 is when I need to stop. So you always push down through to 5.5 to get the same sight picture of what the ground looks like.
Repetition, bro, repetition.
Yeah. And then so you can see I've stopped here, pull out of the dive onto my belly. So you can see this is me slowing down, pulling onto my belly, creating horizontal speed again. That's where I've stopped and I pulled. Then this is the canopy ride all the way down. And then here we go. So this is me starting to swoop again. And this is the swoop to finish. So back up to 109 kilometers an hour horizontally, swoop comes down, and then that's where my feet, that's where I've actually leveled off, flared, stopped, and walked it off. This is your actual map, top view of like what happened on the jump.
So you went in a straight line.
Yeah. So then the other thing is here, this is your wind view. So it'll tell you what the winds are actually doing relative to your speed. So you can create your air speed compared to your ground speed.
Yeah.
This is the jump. So on the side view and front view, so to be able to tell with speed which way you were going on your jump to know so let's say if you get out and you dive and then you end up negative and then you go that way, you'd be able to tell on this line here.
So kind of slightly on this blue line then towards the bottom, is it, before it goes around the corner? Kind of slightly positive there, is it?
No, so that's this is the end of the jump.
Yeah.
I dive off the jump run.
Okay. Further. Right, I see.
And then I do a swoop and then I land.
Right, sorry. I thought that little L at the bottom was you go into your belly and then.
No. So that's me diving off my belly there.
Right, okay.
Pulling my canopy and then this flight here. And the cool thing is you can see that where this little black dot is.
Yeah.
turns up on all the other diagrams on where it is. So it's a little, if you get to the nitty gritty of it, and you're like, okay, so right here, I was going the fastest, and I was doing 2 kilometers an hour, whatever it is.
Yeah. I
can then look at how long I'm into the jump and what it looks like on the other diagrams to know where
the performance is.
Yeah. And
that's cool, man. Is there a way or like a feature where you can link it to your video and then play it back in real time? Awesome.
Yeah. So you can sync your videos up with FlySight to then be watching the video and looking at your data. Amazing. To be able to be like, oh, okay, so this happened on this jump, but this part of the jump, which was this part of the thing, and then it's
Okay, that's super interesting, man. That's what I was looking for. So it's basically
especially
the dog's bollocks of technical analysis tools, I think is the word you're looking for there.
Yeah. So like using FlySight, if you exit the aircraft and you dive, we'll do a simple TR3 skydive. So
cool.
We'll exit the airplane on your belly. Exit on your belly.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go into the vertical. Then we're going to go onto your back. And then we're going to do a turn to the left. And then we're going to go back steep. And we're going to go back through. So you end up on your belly. And then I'll continue away and you pull your parachute, right? So if you could have that video footage of a student doing it, alongside the FlySight data, to save that student time and money, he could go practice those transitions with the making sure off chop run and all the safety components to doing what he needs to be like, oh yeah, do you know what, like when I think I'm diving to the vertical, I'm not doing that, because look, there's my solo footage. Here's the jump I do with my friends for my TR2. And obviously I think, because your perception of what you think you're doing compared to what you're actually doing is normally massively different. It's why tunnel coaching progression is so much faster. Yeah. Because we get out of the tunnel and go, look, that's a video of you not doing it, and you go, oh, I swear I was straightening my legs.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and you go, so you can go, yeah, I swear I was going really fast horizontally. And you're like, yeah, but you weren't.
Otherwise,
the data says doesn't, and it's that point of getting your information and comprehension so much quicker, because skydive coaching is expensive and it's time consuming, to be like, look, you need to either go do some solos and straighten your legs and create forward motion until you have done it, and then come back, and then we'll do some more coaching jumps to finesse the movements and the flying.
Yeah.
So it's a bit like it's FlySight will make skydiving progression faster when used correctly.
So yeah, thanks for your time, man. It's been awesome. And what we'll do, we'll meet up again another time, because I really want to get stuck into the tunnel flying. So what do you say about that, man? All good?
It's been awesome just to chat about skydiving again. This lockdown's sort of like, I'm sick of building stuff now. I want to talk about what I was really passionate about. It's been great chatting to you, man.
Awesome.
Looking forward to hearing it come out.
Yeah, well, it's going to be, I'd put this one on this Monday now coming. And then, yeah, we'll get stuck right into tunnel flying next time, man.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Beautiful, dude.
Yeah, thanks very much, Jim. Speak to you soon, Bo. Happy days.
All right.
In a bit, man.
Sounds good, dude.
Ta-da. Bye. I'm in my pants again as well. Fuck it.